Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very, very special moment. I'm just about to surprise Mr. Mike Pfefferman for his 80th birthday. Now, he's in here with Bard and I think a few others. And I was sent by his son Adam and Billy and Abby. Viva Las Vegas style. We're gonna have a good time. Here we go. Hello there. Hello, friends. Are you Bard? Hello, everybody. Elvis. That's right. That's right. Oh, greetings. Are you a birthday boy?
No.
He's a birthday boy.
How are you, sir?
Don't let it up too high. Oh my God.
Oh, wait.
Sir.
Elvis.
I'm Michael Jackson.
Elvis, what's your fan?
Yeah. Thank you, dear. Thank you. Let's put these boys on
Thank
here.
you, Barb.
Yeah, we got about 80 and I noticed the zero there. It needs a little blowing up. We'll let's sit here. And we're just fine. Everybody having a good evening.
Yes, really good time.
Well, right here, son. I want you to know, of course, sent by your son Adam and Debbie and Abby.
You're kidding.
Yeah. Now this is my lovely girlfriend Connie. She's recording it, and they'll be able to see this later.
Okay.
All right, so you can whoop and holler and dance around.
They're in Minneapolis.
You could send one to him.
Yeah,
We're gonna share it with them, and they can share it with you, and then you can do whatever you want.
Adam said that. He says,
Yeah.
you have to wait till the gift arrives.
Yes.
Well, so what are the plans for this evening? Any special plans?
Eating.
Looks like dinner.
You
Looks
going out
like
to eat somewhere?
no, right behind you, Elvis.
Right over there.
You put a plate down for Elvis? You don't have to eat, you know? Yeah, well. He's got those special songs. It's just for you, sir. Pretty cool. 60, 70, that's alright. Hey, looks good on. Well, that's alright. Hey, looks good. Yes, it does. Give a round of applause.
For us too.
And Sullivan.
All right, hey Sullivan, yeah. Before you get going, friends, here's one I really like for you to help me when we get to the chorus. I'll help you. All night, is it rising just a little bit? Higher and harder, burning through my soul. Say, you're a hunk of brand love. Ready, 1, 2, 'cause you're a hunk of brand love. 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 you very much. We're gonna go back to the mid to late 50s now. Of course, Elvis was hot stuff, wasn't he? When he came on scene. Do a couple of little medley here, a couple of young Elvis ones here for you. A new one would come out, everybody back in the day would run to the store, right? And they buy the newest records.
And you go into little rooms where you could listen to the record. That was long before your grandmother's time.
Yes. I'm a little older than you realize. Well, Adam told me a little bit about you. I'd just like to honor you here just a little bit with a couple of things. Now, he said that you love comedy. Yeah, just like stand-up comedy or movies and all of the above.
Stand-up comedy.
Yeah, I bet you have a great sense of humor.
I do stand up a little bit.
You do?
I did last Sunday.
Is that right? Like an open mic kind of a stand-up?
No, this was an adult education thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea was to define an aspect of humor and replete with examples, and I gave lots of examples.
Oh, nice.
And I expected 10 to 15 people. I had 100 and some.
Oh, man.
And when I, hit a punchline, you hear a roar of laughter.
Mm-hmm.
That makes you feel
Feels good.
Yeah.
Sure does. Everybody know Jailhouse Rock, of course.
Of course.
Oh, excuse me, actually I meant to say Heartbreak Hotel. I'll change this up a little bit for you. The name of Heartbreak Hotel. Well, since it is your birthday, well, I thought to let you know. For your family and friends and love, you're the star of the show. Well, it's your birthday, when you get your birthday, well, we all have a good time. Well, now here's a big deal, well, take it from the king. Well, you know I'm happy for you, that's why I'm gonna sing. Hey, have some fingers snap it again. Well, come on, snap the fingers. Well, it's your birthday. Yeah, your birthday. Well, it's my good time. Well, we're gonna have Now, it says here that Anna told me that your career was as a religious educator.
Yeah.
Is that right? And in what facet? Through a church or through a different
Jewish synagogue.
Jewish synagogue?
Yes, I had a very large temple, and I had 1,200 students, and it grew. We had 1,600 families right across the street from the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. And we did a lot of things with the university. I taught there too. And I was the principal and adult ed and all this.
Oh, nice.
But I always referred to students as Mr. So-and-so or Ms. So-and-so. I never called them kids or children. And I'd go up to a 5-year-old, nice to see you, Mr. whatever. So I learned the kids' names. I didn't learn the parents' names. So once I was at the Museum of Science and Industry with my son, we were bonding, Adam, okay? And this woman comes up to me, Mr. Pfefferman, and she was familiar, but I had no idea. But a couple of seconds later, the little second grader came running around her, and I said, nice to see you, Mrs. Kid's last name. And she went, you remember my name? I never told her. Hey, that saved me. But we used to have, Bobby and I, my wife used to have a thing with me. We'd be at a reception someplace, and I would, meet different people and that I knew and my wife may not have known. So I'd introduce the people to Bobby. When I didn't introduce them, she knew I didn't know their last names. So she would say, hi, I'm Bobby Pfefferman. They'd say, I'm so-and-so, and I would say, I'm sorry, I should have introduced you.
Now I can.
Yes, except when she and I had had some kind of tiff or a little disagreement, she wouldn't open her mouth. She'd leave me hanging.
Well, in honor of Bobby, that she passed this world just in January?
No, December.
December.
6,
Okay.
almost 7 months. Yeah.
Well, that's beautiful. I think she's probably aware of what's happening right now and celebrating with us, hopefully.
Okay, well, my memories are terrific.
Good.
You get triggers, songs, a picture, something, and most of those make me feel good.
Yeah.
Chester came out for song.
Just hard.
Well, hello there.
That's Chester.
Well, Elvis, of course, as we know, was a very religious man and a spiritual seeker in his life, always seeking. But so in that event, I'd like to just do one of Elvis's gospel songs. Hope you like that. That's
Sure.
right. Yeah. And it's not a Christian
It doesn't matter.
denomination. It's you'll see how it is. Who made the mountains? Who made the trees? Who made the rivers flow to the sea? And who sends the rain from the earth is dry? Somebody bigger than you and I. Who made the flowers? Who made the spring? Who made He lights the way when the road is long. He keeps you company, and with his love to guide you, he'll walk beside you, just like he walks with me. When I am weary, filled with despair, who gives me courage to go on from there, and who gives me faith that will never die. Somebody bigger than you and
Chester.
I'm sorry, but Chester loves you. He's fallen in love.
Chester is a male?
Yes.
Got another fan there.
Oh, very good.
He's never acted like that.
Likes
Get
the
yourself
glitter.
involved in
Animals
weddings?
love him.
Oh.
Well, occasionally, but I don't conduct weddings or facilitate, but I have done some wedding vow renewals.
Okay.
In fact, I'd like to let you know that Connie and I do 135 characters.
Really?
But I'm a huge Elvis fan and I love doing Elvis.
What are some of them that you do?
Things like Johnny Cash, Austin Powers,
Yeah.
Pee Wee Herman,
That's quite a variety.
Oh, oldies crooner.
Richard Simmons, The Exorcist, and Oldies crooner, you know, Frank Sinatra, Tony Bennett, all that sort of thing. So about 135.
Don't forget Buddy Holly.
Buddy Holly.
Yeah.
Buddy Holly, yeah.
Do you play here in town? They were? You have
I do this. This is
mostly
exactly what I
house
do.
Things, not
I
necessarily
stay busy,
lounges or anything.
getting hired to do this in all different types of situations.
How did Adam find you?
Yeah, how did Adam reach you?
I think I'm easy to find on the internet when you type in the right keywords.
Okay.
Singing telegrams and Elvis and that sort of thing.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, and I understand. He told me that years ago, you fulfilled a lifelong dream that you had of dealing craps. Is that right? For about 3 months?
Well, I dealt party games for years.
Mr. Pfefferman at the crap thing.
Oh, I loved dealing
Yeah, I
craps.
know. I'm just saying.
So one summer, Bobby had a brand new job at a hospital in Milwaukee. And I said, I'm going to go deal in Vegas.
Mhm.
And she said, you won't be able to get a job. You don't have breasts.
Not required.
So I said, well, I have a list of casinos. We've been there here many times. And I said, I'm going to go to one and the other. In fact, you go to each one, you can audition for different shifts if you want. So I flew in. I had a casino rate at the Continental, horrible little hotel, but they cleaned the room each day for $20 a night. I rented a car. On Monday morning, I put on black and whites and walked into the Golden Gate, where they had quarter tables, which will really make your hands. And I walked up to the pit boss, and I said, if you're looking for a dealer to start right away, I'd like to audition. So he asked me where I went to school. I didn't lie. I said, I went to the University of Minnesota. And they thought that was the funniest answer. He poked his boxman and said, you wouldn't believe what this guy said. Whatever it is, he said, well, if you haven't gone to dealer school, I can't bring you in here. I said, why don't you try me out on a table and see if I know it? Well, they had lots of break-in dealers who would freeze now and then.
Yeah.
And I knew what I was doing. So the dice rolled, I paid off appropriately in the right order, the procedure. And then the boxman poked me, he says, where have you been dealing? But I was nervous. Okay, and then they put me on a table for 10 minutes. Then he put me on another table to be a boxer, the stick man. And my calls are a little off color sometimes. I kind of had to hold that back a little bit. I moved the stick around, but I didn't know the parts of some things I had to learn. He sent me down to the sheriff's 7 blocks away, and I had my card in 4 hours. I started the next day. I was there for 5 weeks. I knew when I was leaving. I'm sure the pit boss knew that I'm staying in a hotel, rented car, but I never lied. On the application form, I wrote I'm on vacation, when it said reason for leaving. But they don't read that, I don't think. So whatever it was, I had a wonderful time. And every time a high roller would come to the table, they'd move me to the high roller because I talked to the players, etc. We had one guy who was playing with $5,000 checks, silver. That's the highest game I ever dealt. So, but my tips were small, and I made $4.10 an hour. 1990, the Mirage opened that year, I think, and I would have made money that summer if it wasn't for the fact that my wife came out for a long weekend. So I ended up losing money during the summer. But she would say I'd watch him stand there and deal, sweating like everything, because it was hot in the summer. So whatever, yes, I dealt. It's a long answer.
That's wonderful. Before we get to the next song, Mr. Pfefferman, I have a little gift for you. Look at this.
Yes,
Oh
too.
my,
Yes. Very own. Look at that. Yeah, give me some pants. Give me some pants. Put those on. You have some fun with those.
Oh, we want to see you wearing those
Well,
to temple.
That's right. There you go.
Turn to the side. Let me see what that looks like.
Can you show
Oh,
her
yeah.
the lip a little bit? Give us a lip.
it'd be better if I put a hat on.
It looks pretty good.
These are terrific. So soft.
It's a cat fur.
It's a what?
It's cat fur. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't tell Chester.
In 1969, Elvis was here, and of course, with Anne Margaret, filming Viva Las Vegas. Out there at the strip and the speedway and all. So I'm going to do this a little bit, and feel free to sing along when we get to the chorus. We'll do a short version of this. City on sail, so don't set this night on fire. Got a lot of money, that's a rare burn. So get those stakes up high. There's 1,000 pretty women waiting out there, and they're all living with their own men. Well, I'm just a girl with a love. Come on, yeah. Viva Las Vegas, yeah. Viva Las Vegas. Oh, how I wish that they were more than 24 hours in the day. Even if there were 40 more, I wouldn't sleep a minute away. Oh, there's blackjack and poker and a roulette wheel, a fortune won and lost on every deal. All you need is strong heart and words. Here we go. Viva Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas, come on! Viva Las Vegas, last time! Viva and Viva Las Vegas! Oh, that's quite a sing. Now we're singing Happy Birthday.
Yes.
Let's do that. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear God. Happy birthday to you. You can keep those glasses. Those are for you, sir.
Well, thank you. We have a tradition in our family. We do a shortened birthday song. We do.
Yes.
This is your birthday song. It isn't very long.
I love that.
Thank you.
Now I have a little birthday money here down in the bag for you. You know, Elvis was so generous. You know, cars and houses and
Rings.
Doesn't he
money
make,
and right.
doesn't he make more now than he did while he was alive?
I have $1 million. How does that sound? $1 million right down here. I really do. I promise. $1 million chocolate candy bar right there. $1 million candy bar. Yeah, for your sweet tooth.
I have a sweet tooth.
I didn't want
I'll
to.
see that.
I'll leave these here with you folks here, and you can look at the website here, front and back. See some of the characters. Mr. Mike Pfefferman, happy 80th birthday. Keep rocking and rolling, Elvis.
Thank you, Elvis.
Thank you.
He smelled,
Look at all
Chester
these
smelled the candy bar.
Yeah.
That's right,
No,
he
he
was going
smells
to
the
money. He's gonna go back in there and get something out of it.
Bill, leave me alone.
Do you, sweetheart, come up here, let Mr. Benjamin just say hello to your family in Michigan or
Down to Minnesota.
Minnesota. Well, I'm getting it all wrong.
Yes.
Anything you want to say there to your son?
As Adam and Debbie, and my granddaughter Abby, and the rest of the menagerie. 2 cats, a dog, all the birds outside, and he has fish in various aquariums in the house. But he's gotten rid of the iguana and a bird and a previous cat and a previous dog. And all he has to do is look at a plant and it blossoms. We're not sure he's our son because we couldn't do that.
He's
So
got a green
thank
thumb.
you so much for doing this. I love it.
I do
And this
too.
is wonderfully entertaining.
Thank you, Adam.
Thank you, Adam.
He's
Thank
excited
you.
to see the video.
Very memorable birthday it's gonna be for
Oh,
him.
yes. Great entertainment too.
Oh, thank you.
You picked a good one.
A
A good two.
Thank you. Well,
Bill, okay.
I guess until we see you next time, signing out right now. It's been a great time. Now, everybody, on the count of 3, say Elvis has left the building. Right? I'll come over here. 1, 2, 3.
Elvis
Elvis has left the building.
That's right.